Destiny provides a magnificent canvas to fantasize stories we create for our guardian, but they only exist to us and us alone. When ghosts came into existence after the collapse, they set out to find guardians to become the defenders of humanity and the light. The last city was established under the Traveler, but not all followed the path of the Guardian. Some became explorers, investigating uncharted territories and fables lost to time itself. Others became defenders of the weak, and gratitude were gifted crayons in the dozens. Lastly, the ambitious and obsessed, who seek knowledge beyond the unknown and dance between the light and darkness of the universe. I wish to bring these stories to life. Stories of fiction in the universe of destiny, intertwined into the existing narrative while not breaking the established lore of the game. Welcome to Guardian Tales, Episode 1. The tale today explores a guardian raised by the legendary Iron Lords, Azlaar of Crystal Keep. She awakened shortly after the founding of the last city. Rescued by an Iron Lord from a fallen ambush, he brings her to Felwinter's Peak, where she trains and disciplines her light, favoring her sentinel shield and sword, Hero of Ages, for combat. Grateful for all the Iron Lords did, the greatest was her exotic crest of Alpha Lupi. She befriends 3 other guardians and establishes Crystal Keep further north of Felwinter's Peak, a strategic position to defend any attacks or ambushes attempted. Following the years after the fall of the Iron Lords, Crystal Keep partook in the Great Ahamkara hunt along the Guardians of the Last City. This remarkable event brought about the end of the Wish Dragons around our solar system. Despite all significant occurrences, the mystery of her exotic obsessed her. She sought the great answers to the mystery of Alpha Lupi. The fascination only greatened upon the ancient texts provided by the cryptarchs for the exotic. She leaves the keep in search of answers. Then the unimaginable happens. Ghoul invades and cages the traveler, severing our connection to its light. Azlaar was alone, lightless during the Red War, and far from her home and companions. Her quest for discovery switched to survival. In her travels, she saves a dire wolf from a fallen camp prisoned for their feast. Doing so gained unwanted attention from the fallen, and so began countless near-death incidents. Fortunately, the Guardian defeats Ghoul and reawakens the traveler, restoring every Guardian's connection to the light. They return to the keep to find it in ashes and demolished during the Red War. Devastated by what had happened, Azlaar makes her way there, yet she sees no one. Only Zundox remained. Grateful to see that they survived, Zundox, a friend and companion to Azlaar, defended what remained of their keep during the war. When she requested to leave with her, knowing all they had now lost, he insisted on staying, for the remembrance these walls offered were too great to abandon. Azlaar bids her farewell and returns to uncovering the great mysteries of Alpha Lupi. Questioning the desire to walk away from all they created, she reaches for the note in her pocket the cryptarch provided. It read, "Whoever survives our passing does so only by our consent." The story you just experienced is one close to my heart and filled with ideas I hope Bungie one day implements. The Crystal Keep is a nod to the clan I created back in vanilla Destiny called Crystal People. Filled with my friends from college, as time passed, many left until I was the only one playing Destiny. After I walked away, the clan then proceeded to Zundox, my dear friend, and it's been under his safekeeping since. Moving on to ideas I hope to see added. From guild halls we decorate from our adventures around the solar system to non-combatant pets, which did exist in the initial concept art of Destiny as seen here. Oh, and capes should become a universal ornament for all classes. Period. Next Sunday we dive into the origins and history of the Osmium Court in part 1 of The Hive. While you wait, indulge yourself in the sneak peek of Fundament. Do subscribe to stay updated on regular releases and updates. And if you're interested to share your Guardian story, you can contact me via email or my socials to discuss the commission further. Lastly, I thank my Patreon supporters for believing in what I do and my journey. Starting at Forerunner tier featuring Frostlace and It's Nova to Almighty tier featuring 19 and Zerthorn. Thank you all for your gracious support.